So he makes matcha with a proper method, with a traditional approach, using, one of those things, which I don't, because I drink matcha for part of biohacking kind of routine thing. I mean, the way to make matcha is not important for me. And so how I drink matcha is this: coffee, matcha, and my special purified water. My daily beverage protocol revealed. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya, a 63-year-old biohacker based on Japanese natural health and the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. Now, first, I have to apologize for something. I forgot to tell you about Natto Day. Yes, July 10th was Natto Day in Japan, but I completely forgot. Actually, at night on July 10th, my son asked me what happened to natto today, because for some reason, I forgot to serve natto that night. And then my son said, "What happened to natto?" I said, would you like natto? He said, "Yeah, it's a natto day." Natto day, July 10th, of course. I completely forgot. Yeah. So my son reminded me of that. And if I had known it in advance, I could have made a video about the whole thing, but I forgot. So I'm really sorry. But anyway, you can eat natto every day, even after the natto day, it doesn't matter. I have shared with you my meal plan, what I have for breakfast, what I have for lunch, and what I have for dinner. And then someone asked me about what I drink for the day. So what is my beverage protocol? So that's something I'd like to share with you today. Actually, it changes whether I am fasting or not, because every Monday I fast, but other days I eat 3 meals a day. So it changes depending on that. But I will share with you both situations. So first, I will share with you how much liquid I drink per day and what beverages I drink, and matcha versus coffee, and the timing of drinking each beverage. And finally, my special purified water, because I do use a specific water purification system, which I will share with you at the end of this video. So please watch the video until the end. Those of you who just discovered this video today, this is the Ikigai diet channel, which is a health and longevity channel. We usually cover things like diet, exercise, mindset, and sometimes we cover Japanese blue zones, because there are several blue zones in Japan other than Okinawa, and we cover from traditional Japanese health method to modern Japanese health trend, such as chokatsu. So basically, this is a channel about how to increase health span for people over 50 or 60. So if you're interested, please subscribe to this channel. Please hit the button below. Thank you. Okay, so how much liquid I drink per day? By the way, how much do you need per day? Do you know? It changes depending on your sex and the seasons, whether it's summertime, wintertime, and how active you are, and so on. But roughly speaking, general recommendation is like 30 to 40 milliliters of fluid per kilogram of body weight per day. So, for example, if you weigh 50 kilograms, then you need about 1,500 milliliters to 2,000 milliliters, or 1.5 liters to 2.0 liters per day. And if you weigh 60 kilograms, then 1,800 to 2,400, or 1.8 to 2.4 liters per day. Now, this calculation refers to total fluid intake from all beverages and food. For beverages only, excluding food moisture, aim for about 70 to 80% of the above amount. Okay, so in my case, because I weigh about 60 kilograms, if I pick the higher end, like 40 milliliters, so 40 times 60 becomes 2,400 milliliters. And for beverages only, aim for about 70 to 80% of the above amount. So 2,400 times 80% equals 2,000. So I need about 2,000 milliliters of beverages per day. But this is just my case, and I don't drink enough because I don't get thirsty so much. And I have always been like this. I can live without drinking so much. I mean, like, for example, when I go out, my son always, becomes thirsty. He always needs to drink something, but I can just go for 2 or 3 hours without drinking anything. So I'm a little different, but therefore, maybe you should drink a bit more. But this is, my situation. And remember, it changes depending on other factors, such as if you became sweaty or in the summertime, it all changes. So also for sex, usually men need more than women. Okay, so on a fasting day, on Monday, I don't eat at all. And then so first, when I get up, I have a glass of water, which is about 350 milliliters. And then I do my morning exercise. And then when I come back, it is usually 90 minutes after waking up. I have a cup of black coffee. Because I'm fasting, I don't want to drink anything caloric. So black coffee, it is organic black coffee. I drink about 350 milliliters. And the timing, this 90 minutes is a good timing according to Andrew Huberman, because if you drink coffee right after you wake up, you are waking you up with the help of caffeine. But it is better to naturally wake up. So usually, after 60 minutes to 90 minutes, then you have already woken up. Therefore, you're not using the caffeine's power to wake yourself up. And then 1 hour after, I have another cup of coffee, which is about 200 milliliters. In the afternoon, I switch to matcha because matcha has less caffeine. In the morning, it is okay to have caffeine, but I prefer not to take too much caffeine in the afternoon because that can affect my sleep. And also, matcha has another benefit that has catechins, which can activate autophagy. Well, actually, coffee can activate autophagy too. That is why I drink coffee in the morning, because during fast it can activate autophagy. Both matcha and coffee can activate autophagy. Therefore, as far as autophagy activation is concerned, both are okay, and you don't need to pick matcha over coffee. The reason why I drink coffee the first thing in the morning is because I love coffee. I fell in love with coffee when I went to France. So I lived in England in my early 20s. And at that time, people didn't drink coffee so much in England. They drank regular tea. But so when I went to France, they had coffee, this black coffee with their breakfast. And that was kind of fascinating thing for me. And I fell in love with that culture. And since then, I have to drink coffee in the morning. Therefore, even now, I live in Japan, where the green tea is the main thing, matcha or regular green tea is the main thing. I choose to drink coffee in the morning. How about you? Which do you like better, coffee or matcha? Please write your situation in the comment section below. And so what is significant about catechins is they may help with weight management, protect against certain cancers and heart disease, improve brain health, and offer some protection against UV rays. So yeah, it's good if you spend a lot of time outdoors. It can help you protect against UV rays. And unlike Samurai Matcha, do you know Samurai Matcha? He has a YouTube channel. He usually shares about Japanese cultures and other, Japanese lifestyle. He lives in Nagano Prefecture, which is a countryside too. So, I do recommend his video. He also has a incredible like editing, both video shooting and editing skills. And his video is a much more, I don't know, professionally made. And but anyway, his specialty is matcha. So he makes matcha with a proper method, with a traditional approach, using one of those things, which I don't, because I drink matcha for part of biohacking kind of routine thing. I mean, the way to make matcha is not important for me. And so how I drink matcha is this. I'll show you now. I use this matcha from Uji City in Kyoto, organic matcha. And only thing I just do is I just put matcha powder into the cup, and then I uh, pour hot water over it. Then just mix it with a spoon. So nothing complicated. Just a very simple way of yeah, making your matcha tea. Just like that. So it was very simple way. So I usually have about 200 milliliters of matcha 2 or 3 times in the afternoon. Then in the evening, I have a glass of water with salt. Because I'm fasting, I need some salt. And I drink about 350 milliliters of water. And then I have a bath. And after a bath, I drink another glass of water, about 350 milliliters. So total about 2000 milliliters on a fasting day. So days that I have 3 meals, the morning is pretty much similar. So first I have a glass of water, about 350 milliliters. Then I do my morning exercise. And then when I come back, which is about 90 minutes after waking up, I have a black coffee, 350 milliliters. So I don't eat yet. I usually eat 2 hours after I wake up. So 1.5 hours after I first drink black coffee, and then 2 hours after I have my breakfast. So with my breakfast, I have another cup of coffee, about 200 milliliters. And then I switch to drinking matcha, about 200 milliliters. And then for lunch, I have a glass of water, about 350 milliliters. Then in the afternoon, I have either matcha or some kind of vegetable juice. Because I'm not fasting, I can drink anything caloric as well. And this one is like 70% vegetable, 30% fruit type of juice. It's not the best kind of drink, but it's not too bad. And sometimes, you want to drink stuff like that, then plain, tea, coffee all the time. So I sometimes drink those vegetable juice. Yeah, it changes depending on the day and changes depending on the season too. And then for dinner, I have a glass of water, 350 milliliters. And then after a bath, I drink another glass of water, 350 milliliters. So altogether, 2,550 milliliters of beverages on eating days. Now, you may have wondered that I drink less on a fasting day than eating day, which is strange because if you eat, then you have more, fluid intake from your vegetables and food in general, or soup or something. Um, but because I'm fasting, yeah, maybe I could drink more on a fasting day, But also, the whole idea of fasting is to become depleted from any kind of nutrition. And the reason why I'm drinking liquid is because to fight the hunger. But maybe, I don't need to drink so much. That's my, view anyway about fasting. So I end up drinking less on a fasting day than eating days. As I said before, this is my case, and I probably don't drink enough. So for you, you can drink more, and also it all depends on your age, your sex, and your weight, and plus other factors such as if you sweat a lot, or if it's summertime and it's hot all the time, and so on. Okay, so my special purified water. What water purification system I use? I use one called Soryusui, which is a Japanese product made by a company called Free Science. Now, the unique thing about this purification system is you put that in your shower. Therefore, you can take a shower with this purified water, and you can have a bath with this purified water. So I make a bath. I basically pour this shower water into the bathtub and make a bath. So each time when I have a bath or I take a shower, I use this purified water. And so often when we think about the water purification system, we think of just drinking water, but they say that you absorb a lot more through your skin than drinking, and therefore it is critical that what type of water you use to penetrate through your skin. But actually, my wife chose this product years ago, so it has been around in my house, and I didn't even question it in the beginning. I mean, because I trusted her for this kind of thing. I mean, she has been in the health and medical field all her life, where I became interested in health and longevity only like 7 years ago, and so on. So I didn't know enough about those things. And my wife knew everything. So I basically trusted whatever she did. So I didn't really question. So this time I looked up the website, and then there seemed to be some functions. So the first one is ferment. If you soak fruits, vegetables, or meats in soryusui is like this is soryusui, they will ferment. And different penetrating power, wilted spinach becomes crisp just by soaking it in soryusui and does not decay. You can still use it as drinking water even after storing it at room temperature for 4 years. Really? I didn't know that. I have never tested it, so I don't know if it really happens. Environmental improvement. A, a pond contaminated by household wastewater was purified. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I don't know if it's really true or not, but that's what it says in the website. But anyway, I'm sure you have something similar in your country. This is the Japanese product, but probably you have a better product or something similar in your country. So whatever the product is fine. I'm not trying to sell this product because probably it is very difficult to get hold of it if you don't live in Japan anyway. But anyway, my daily routine about what I eat, or how I exercise, what kind of exercise I do, and everything in detail. Please read Chapter 9, my 80% optimal biohacking routine in Live Wiser, Not Smarter. The 80% is the key. Don't be perfectionist. You don't need to be neurotic about everything. This easygoingness is the key to maintain your protocol for a long time. And to do that, you need to have a holistic understanding of your health. Therefore, please read the entire book because the book covers everything from diet, fasting, exercise, sleep, heat and cold exposure, and brain optimization. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya, the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. How about you? What is your beverage protocol? And what kind of water purification system do you use? Thank you. And about Natto Day, if you're wondering what Natto Day is, I made a video before about Natto Day, which is this one.